Are you looking for some ideas on how to take care of your rabbit waste, how to manage it all? I'm going to show you my method in today's video, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to another Slightly Rednecked video. Again, my name is Chris. If you're not familiar with this channel, I help you to produce your own meat, eggs, and vegetables from your backyard, your balcony, your deck, your garage, or heck, even a spare room in your house if that's the way you want to do it. Had a viewer recently asked me to do a video on how I take care of my rabbit waste, the droppings, the urines, that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure I've shown this in a video before, but I had a hard time finding it, so I figured why not, let's shoot it one more time. All my new viewers will be able to see this, just in case you need some ideas on that. What you can see here is my rabbit shed behind me. Just a side note here, if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll notice this cage is empty. This was my super aggressive doe. I ended up calling her. We're gonna make some sausage out of her. That'll be an upcoming video here sometime soon. But the point of this video here, I have got a tarp hung underneath my rabbit shed, or underneath the rabbit cages, I should say, and it's screwed up in the back, along the back. That may be kind of hard to show in this video, but I'll bring you in close and show you how this works. And it kind of droops down at an angle, so it's a little bit higher on that end, a little bit lower on that end, this end. And then over here, which is out of camera, but I'll bring you in close, is a Rubbermaid tub that catches everything. Now, the droppings and the urine kind of drains out on its own, but the droppings don't. They won't really roll on this surface. So I'll show you what I do to take care of those. Is I keep a handle, a broom, well, this is actually a wheelbarrow handle. I had to replace the handles on my wheelbarrow. So I'm keeping this here. And what I do is I just work my way under. Let me bring you in close so you can see kind of how this works. All right, so what we're looking at is the tarp, the end of the tarp here underneath my rabbit hutch or my rabbit cages, and the bucket down here that catches all the waste. Again, let me bring it in a little bit closer here. We'll see if we can see inside, if I can get the camera situated. And you might be able to see down there, you might not, it's hard to show up on camera here. There's a bunch of droppings down there. They just kind of collect there, and they don't really fall into the bucket itself. But the urine itself does drain out pretty well, and it drains down into this big Rubbermaid tub right there. So what I do is I pretty much knock the droppings into the bucket down here just about every time I feed, and then whenever it gets to a certain height, about heavy enough for me to carry still, I take it back, dump it in the compost pile. You can throw it in the trash, throw it on your garden, throw it on your plants. It's great fertilizer, whatever you're going to do with it at that point. Back this camera up a little bit and I'll show you how I knock the droppings in there. All right, so again, this is just a wheelbarrow handle. What I do is I start up here at the front and just kind of roll them all down, and they roll pretty easily, and then all into the bucket down here at the end. And as long as you keep up with that, it's really pretty easy to do. Doesn't take that much work. It's just a couple extra minutes at feeding time. That's about it. Sometimes I'll let it go 2 or 3 days, or maybe even a week, and then knock all the droppings into there. But it does a pretty good job of catching everything. If this wasn't right up next to my house, I'd probably just let the droppings fall on the ground, shovel them up occasionally, and throw them in the compost pile from there like I do with the quail hutches. But because it is right up against my house, I really don't want that mess right next to my house. So that's why I hung these tarps up here. Pretty easy to hang. I wire them up in the front to the cage itself using wire, not string, because the rabbits will chew through the string, and then just screw them to the back along the edge, which is hard for me to show on film here, but I think you can kind of figure that out. So hopefully that gives you some ideas on how you might be able to take care of your rabbit waste. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, God bless.